Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, we are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Walking with Purpose, episode number 808. Like the area code in Hawaii, the 808. Reminds me of Thomas Magnum in Magnum PI. Remember Thomas Selleck? Now he's the police chief on Blue Bloods. He's been doing that show for 14 seasons. Wow. And the guy's still going. God bless you, Tom Selleck. He also had a brief stint in the show Las Vegas on NBC during the last season before the show got canceled. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about TV shows or anything like that. We're here to talk about personal development and self-help. We're here to motivate, uplift, inspire people. We're here to bring more positivity into this world that is severely struggling with positivity. For me, it's all about positive reinforcement, and we're actually running very low on time. That sun is really going down. I'm out here very late today. I am going to still do 3 miles. I might be walking in a little bit of darkness on the way back, but screw it. You got to do what you got to do, right? But today we're going to be discussing how to become a better person and attract the right people in your life, or to attract good people in your life. Today we're going to be talking about how to become a better person and attract good people in your life. We're going to get into that in just a little bit here. I'm going to wait for some people to pop on in. I want to pay a few shout outs here at the beginning of this show. First of all, happy Labor Day here in the U.S. If you're here with me in the U.S., happy Labor Day to you. Hopefully you've had a great day and a great long holiday weekend. Don and I have had a great weekend. We stayed home. I did my walks. We've continued our deep cleaning of the house. We spent time with the dogs. And we spent time with each other. I look forward to going home tonight and spending more time with my lady. Snuggle time on the couch. I see you in there, ODN. How's your day going, ODN? Hope you're doing well. I appreciate everything about you, ODN. Yes, you have your moments where you say some things pretty much, you're joking, but it can sometimes rub some people the wrong way. And I still appreciate you, man. And effective today, I'm going to choose to not respond to certain things Well, ODN, let me I still need to reconnect with you behind the scenes. Let me reconnect with you behind the scenes, and then I can connect you with Tia, and you can get with her. ODN, one other thing here before we get to the topic here, becoming a better person, how to become a better person and attract good people in your life. And ODN, I say this with lots of love and respect because I've known you for a long time out here, and I know you come from a good family, and your family is a good family like mine. And you are fortunate to have that, like I've had that, right? Tia says, "Hi, Eli and ODN. Hey, Tia, how are you doing?" Sometimes, ODN, certain things are said just to get a reaction and to try to upset people to get that reaction so that we can make more content. Ramon is coming. Is that you, Ramon? How's it going, man?
Today was a run day.
Happy Labor Day.
You too, man.
Take it easy, bro. See you next time. Ramon and I have been on the trail at the same time. We come towards the end, right before the sun goes down. How's your Labor Day going, Tia? It's a beautiful night out here in Redwood City. I got a boogie oogie because look at how low the sun is. I'm losing daylight rapidly, but I got to get my 3 miles in. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. Well, Tia. Good, I got some good news. Bad news is my sister is having brain surgery tomorrow. ODN with the $2 super chat. Nothing scares me to keep on donating. Thank you so much, ODN. ODN, thank you so much. Oh, gosh, ODN. Oh, ODN and Tia, I have a message from Dawn to you folks. And I understand where she's coming from. She feels incredibly guilty at how much you two have been supporting this channel, even monetarily. And all I can say is we're so grateful and thankful for you folks, and we love you regardless. We love you regardless. Hey, Revelations, how you doing? Yeah. Give me a second here. I want to mention something about Raleigh. I'm sure Raleigh's either watching or he'll watch part of the replay or the replay in its entirety. Raleigh from the Bayou Repair Guy channel. Thank you very much for your inspiration lately. Raleigh went live last night on his main channel. I don't think that stream is publicly available anymore, but he was bringing anyone on that wanted to come up for a little bit. And I went on there to show him some support. And I just wanted to say, Raleigh, thank you for having me on your Bayou Repair Guy channel last night. Subscribe to Bayou Repair Guy if you already haven't. And I hope your day is going well. Hopefully your Labor Day is fantastic, Raleigh, with you and yours. Same with you, Tia. Same with you, ODN. And again, same to everyone else. ODN says high revelations. Tia says high revelations. I'm going to be walking in the dark on the way back. That sun is dangerously low right now, and I've got a long way to go. I really want to get my 3 miles in. I got to keep on trucking. So, how to become a better person and attract good people in your life. Oh, yeah, the new Beetlejuice is coming out, huh? Yeah, Dawn was telling me about that. I haven't paid too much attention to other things. I've had so much going on lately. YouTube stuff to deal with and other business stuff to deal with. So Dawn keeps me abreast, if that's the proper word to use. She keeps me abreast of all those things. Keeps me aware, keeps me in the loop, right? But yeah, how to become a better person and attract good people in your life. It all starts out, like I've always said, with how you show up in this world. That starts off with how you feel about yourself. How much self-love do you have? How much self-respect do you have? Right? Because you are the master of your own domain. Whether you're a man or a woman, regardless of who you are the master of your own domain. And only you are responsible for your own failures and successes, right? And if you want to be successful in life, you need to surround yourself with other positive, like-minded, good people. Because you are only as good as your weakest link in life. And let me repeat that again. You are only as good as your weakest link in life. That not only includes your family and people you're close to, it includes acquaintances, it includes business partners, it includes everyone that surrounds you, everyone that you allow to be a part of your life, personally, professionally, or both. You are only as good as your weakest link, right? Sometimes your weakest link is incredibly weak and is incredibly damaging to what you want to create. You're going to encounter people in life that are going to depress you, that are going to bring drama into your life, that are going to weigh you down so significantly that it will affect you from even being able to function. And even just getting out of bed in the morning will be hard. My best advice to all of you out there that are struggling to keep things positive, to keep things happy, if you're struggling to be a good person, the main reason involves the people you surround yourself with. You have to look at who you're surrounding yourself with, who's weighing you down, and you gotta fucking get rid of the people that are weighing you down. Period. Now, it's not the end of the story because we got a long ways to go on this walk. Like attracts like. So don't roll around the mud with the pigs. That's true. That's a great way to put it, ODN. Like attracts like, so don't roll around the mud with the pigs, right? Yeah, absolutely. You know, in life, you're going to have many people come in and out of your life. And you're going to get emotionally attached to people. Here's the hard part about letting go of people that are weighing you down. Even though you know they're weighing you down and you need to let them go, so you're not suffering anymore and you're not struggling to be happy and you're not failing anymore. The hard part is that you get an emotional attachment to everyone that comes into your life. If you're a good human being like myself, you get emotionally attached to everything and everyone that comes into your life, because my girlfriend Dawn and I are two people that have a genuine care and concern for every human being out there, for every animal out there. We care about everyone. We care about everyone's best interest. Now, we understand certain animals we need to eat to survive. I can understand that. I like meat, so, you know, you got to have some flexibility and say, hey, you know what? There are many cows that are sacrificing their lives so we can live by way of steaks and cheeseburgers. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's the truth, right? And I have understanding of that, but for the most part, Dawn and I really care about everyone. And Dawn and I have had many people come in and out of our lives. Some good, some acted to be good initially, and then they came in to just take and not give, right? But a lot of these people that we've encountered in life, you know, we got emotionally attached to them because we like to believe everyone is a good person deep within. But that's not necessarily the case, as I've learned getting older. That's why in my 30s, it started off with me having to say goodbye to an 18-year best friend. I didn't really want to do it. I just didn't like the path he was going, and it was just really sad to see what he was going through. I lost a lot of respect for him, and I just couldn't be around what he was doing and going through and putting himself through. It just depressed me. I had to get away from it, right? And as I got into my early 40s, I learned to better qualify my friendships and take the time to better get to know people that I bring into my personal world. Then I came out here on YouTube, and that's a whole new ball game. We're not going to talk about that here today. I mean, that could have a part in it. You know, there are a lot of people that I met on this platform that I initially gave the benefit of the doubt to, and, you know, I wanted to believe that they're really good people, but they're not. And that's okay. You just got to let them go and walk away. And if people that you walk away from in any aspect of your life try to make a big stink and try to barge back into your life, you just got to ignore them. A lot of times on social media, you know, you can block people, but then they make more and more fake accounts. They do what's called trolling, right? You just got to keep ignoring, you just got to keep blocking, and you just got to keep moving forward. TJM, how you doing? I remember you now. How you been? Welcome to the show. TS says I hate meat. Okay. Okay. Hi TJM, says ODN. There's a little bit of wind hitting the microphone. I hope you folks can hear me. I got the windscreen on, so it should be all good. Because here's the thing. Here's what happens if you don't remove bad seeds from your life, if you don't remove people that are weighing you down. It's going to, at first you'll be like, okay, whatever. And then you're going to think about it more and more and more. And the more you keep these people around, the more they're going to weigh you down in whatever way they're weighing you down, right? And it's going to get to the point of where you could possibly explode, get triggered, get into a rage, overreact, right? Or it starts to get you sinking into depression. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you folks here today in ways like I've never been before. It's not that I've been dishonest. It's not that I've been trying to hide anything. I've just never shared this aspect of certain things that I've been feeling because honestly, you know, I'm here to uplift people. I'm here, ODN with the $2. I'm sorry about what you're going through, man. Well, thank you, ODN, with your $2. Thank you, ODN, for another $2 super chat. Good attitude, TJM. Stressed out, but thankful to be here another day. Well, we're glad to have you here, man. We're glad to have you. I'm going to be walking in the dark soon. I came out here a little bit later than I wanted to, but you know, things happen, right? It's all good. I'll find my way back. I'll use the light on the front of the iPhone to guide me back. TJ, audience says no problem. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So I'm going to share something with you folks that I've never shared before. And I haven't shared this before because I didn't want to get any backlash for this. But I've gotten to the point of where I really don't give a fuck about what any backlash I get, because the more real I am with the right people, the more of the right people I will attract. TJM with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Wow, that was unexpected. Wow. God bless you. Thank you, TJM. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I'm not like other people that show fake appreciation. I really, like, this is going to come in really handy. Every penny is going to come in really handy. You guys have no idea, and guys and gals have no idea how much I appreciate this, and my girlfriend Dawn too. But what I was going to say is that I just don't care really anymore, because I don't care about getting backlash, which is what I'm trying to say, because part of relating to people is just telling people how you feel. Like, I could sit here and try to hold this in, but I won't. ODN says, "Your respect, homie. I appreciate the person that sticks up for the underdog." Yeah. I've always stood up for the underdog, man. I've been the underdog in life. I'm not saying I'm the underdog now, but I've been the underdog, or at least I felt I was the underdog in my younger days. I used to be picked on and teased in grammar school, and even my first few years in high school. I've shared that before. I'll share that story in detail again, but I just wanted to kind of briefly, attach it to what we're saying here, what we're talking about here. But I'll tell you folks honestly, over the last few weeks or so, and I don't want anyone to worry, because I'm going to be fine, I'm okay. Over the last few weeks, but especially the last couple of days, I've been feeling a little depression myself. And I've been feeling like I'm not where I should be. And the only person I have to blame for that is myself. There's no one else to blame for me feeling that way, or putting myself in any position I put myself in, including financially. And, I talked with Dawn about it. I told Dawn, I said, and listen, I'm not kissing Dawn's ass. I don't kiss anyone's ass. I'm being real about it, because I know what I've done to myself. I know what I've sacrificed for the last 6.5 years to try to grow this business and make this a sustainable way to earn a living for both my girlfriend and I. Initially it was for me and whoever else was in the picture, but almost 3 years ago, Dawn came into my life. And by the way, our 3-year anniversary is coming up very soon. Dawn and I may do a little special something for the people for our 3-year anniversary. But I was talking with Dawn, and I told Dawn, I said, look, you've come a long way. You're a fighter. You've turned your life around. You've removed yourself from bad situations and gotten yourself into good situations. And I looked my woman in the eye, and I told her, listen, I'm keeping this 100% real here. I told her, I'm going to tell you folks the truth right now. I don't care. I said, I'm failing myself and I'm failing you. Now, don't get me wrong. I do take care of her and I'm good to her. But where I feel I'm failing myself, that's also failing her, is my business decisions. And where I've invested my time, to be able to pay for and afford not just my livelihood, but Dawn's and the dog's. And Dawn's more than done her part. Dawn's more than done her part. There are some things that are just better left private. Some things are just better left private. And Don and I aren't going to share everything. But what I can come out and say is that Dawn has more than done her part in this relationship. Over the last almost 3 years. And right now, because of, her and I are aging, we're getting older. She's 49, I'm 50. There's a lot of wind. I hope you folks can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, please. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, please. Anybody? Is everyone asleep right now? We are almost at the 1.5 mile point. Again, I'm not going to be turning to the right and doing the last quarter mile out and quarter mile back to and from the observation. They're going to turn around. ODN1, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Got some more people coming. Now, I made some decisions over the last 6.5 years that is now affecting me, and it's affecting my girlfriend. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're not broke or anything, but things are just very tight. And I'm not saying this to make anyone feel bad. I'm just letting you folks know that, hey, everyone has their moments. Everyone goes through things. I've dedicated my life to what I know is my purpose, to try to help people out here for 6.5 years. And the people that were just behind me, that passed me, turned around at the same point. And they're like, yeah, it's getting dark. Let's turn around and not do the last part to the observation deck. Let me take off the shades. It's a lovely night. I can still see. But by the time we get halfway back, it's probably going to start getting dark. Right now, the iPhone's depicting exactly what I see. But as it starts to get a little bit darker, it's going to still seem like there's light until it gets really dark. Then you won't see shit, right? Sorry, homie, I was driving, going out of state. Gonna see Beetlejuice on the East Coast. That's awesome, dude. You know what, dude? If Beetlejuice is in 3D, Real D 3D, and Cinemark XD, go to a Cinemark, because we have one here in Redwood City. Cinemark Cinemas. They bought out all the Century theaters. and watch it in Cinemark XD, which is 4K on the bigger screen with the better sound system. Get D-box seats so they move around. And then if they have a 3D version, get the 3D too. Don and I saw Deadpool and Wolverine almost a month ago in Real D 3D, D-box seats, and in Cinemark XD 4K with the premium sound. Oh, what a hell of an experience that was, dude. But those tickets for matinee, those tickets cost $25 a piece for matinee. For evening, they're gonna be like over $30. But it's worth it, dude. If you're gonna watch a movie like that, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it in the theater with all the fucking perks, man. Yeah, Don and I don't go out too often. Obviously, we're trying to stretch our money until, we figure other income sources out. But, every now and then there's a little bit of money in the budget for a nice film. The rest of the nights, hey, we've got all the streaming services without commercials. It's all good. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, I feel like the last 6.5 years, I could have made a lot more money if I continued to sell insurance. But I didn't enjoy selling insurance at that point. I got tired of selling insurance. I realized it wasn't my purpose. I could have done many other things, made a hell of a lot more money, right? I got friends in the high-tech industry that will hire me on the spot. I know a lot of people out here. And I've just turned everything down because I believe in my purpose. I believe in what I do out here. And I just don't think I would be happy doing anything else. But it's come at a price. It's come at a price. And that price has been stressing out at times when unexpected bills and stuff come up, right? And then, Don and I sit down and find ways to cut out certain things or find ways to, stretch what we got, I think part of what it takes to become a better person is you got to be real with yourself and you got to be real with people. And you have to have no shame. And trust me, there are a lot of things I've done in life that are shameful. And I am ashamed of them, but I've learned to say, fuck it. If I continue to be ashamed of everything I've done, then how am I going to move forward? Right? When I was in high school and in my early 20s, I was the early 90s, where Garth Brooks released his song Shameless, right? Well, I'm shameless, right? I didn't really understand the meaning of that song back then. But as I got older, into my 30s and 40s, I still prefer to listen to 90s country today. There's nothing like it. By the way, Don and I saw the Toby Keith special last night. Toby Keith, a 90s country star that I really liked, really loved. Everyone loved Toby Keith. Everyone knew Toby Keith. He passed away earlier this year in February from stomach cancer. And last month in July, his family did a special tribute to him because Toby Keith, started some foundations to help, young kids with cancer overcome cancer and to have a place to go and stay free of charge when they would come to the specialty, cancer hospital, I believe right across the street from his, it's like a place, I forgot what it was called. Families could stay there for free, and there's like a lot of toys and stuff like that. You can admit your wrongs. That is what matters. Many people think they do no wrong. I appreciate that, Tia. Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is too, Tia, is that you can admit that, hey, you're not perfect and you made mistakes. And you can apologize for mistakes that you did 5 years ago. And some people still hold on to that shit 5 years later. And you know what? Shame on them, because they want to be stuck in a rut and stay in the past. I'm moving forward, You're moving forward. We're all moving forward, right? People that want to hold on to grudges or hold on to resentment, right? Regarding things that people have done years ago that they've apologized for many times. Yeah, I mean, people like that are just going to be eternally miserable. That's it, That's it. Actually, I'm surprised how much light there still is out here. It's actually not a bad time to walk. The phone won't overheat. I can read the chat very clearly. There's no glare. Now, I wipe down my iPhone every day. I have many bottles of Monster Screen Cleaner. Get it on Amazon. You can get the 6.7 ounce bottle for about $20, or get a 2 ounce bottle for like $12. The 6.7 bigger bottle, 6 ounce bigger bottle is a better deal, but I'd get one small bottle and then get like 3 or 4 bigger bottles and just keep refilling the smaller bottle. The smaller bottle is easier to use and to bring around, with you, like in the car and stuff. So yeah, even cleaning my phone and cleaning my laptop regularly and all that, it gets dirty quickly. You got to constantly clean those things. And I use a screen protector and a nice spec clear case. So does Don. Our phones are still like brand new, and we've dropped them so many times. But when you have these, these clear screen protectors, these clear, phone protectors and screen protectors, like for the most part, your phone will survive up to like a 13-foot drop. Nothing will break. It absorbs the shock. It's amazing. People will spend $1,500 on a top-notch phone like the iPhone and not have any protection on it. Then they drop it once and there you go. You're fucked. Spend another 40, 50, 60 bucks and get the case and get the screen protector. It'll further protect your glass, and then you're all good. It also protects your glass from scratching too. ODN says, you're not a bad guy. People try to demonize you because they are jealous of you, Eli, and it makes them feel good to take their frustration out on someone. And you know what, ODN? That's okay. That's okay, ODN. My entire life has consisted of people taking out their frustrations on me. Maybe that's part of my purpose, because this might not be the best thing to say, but maybe I feel like I have the Messiah complex. I'm not trying to be any better than anyone. I feel like I'm trying to save everyone. I feel I was put on this planet to just save people from drowning. Figure of speech, but you know what I mean. It can mean anything, right? That's why a lot of people misunderstand me. That's why a lot of people think I'm not real, or I'm phony, or I'm a liar, or whatever. You know, it's the Messiah complex, man. And maybe it's a problem, maybe it's not. I'd rather have the Messiah complex than be somebody that harms people in any way, shape, or form. It's a beautiful night, man. Oh, nice plane is coming. Now what the iPhone's showing you is a bit brighter than it actually is. That's true, Elias, says ODN. You are a very selfless person. You care for others more than you do yourself, but no good deed goes unpunished. Eli. Yeah, ODN, I have a lot more self-love than I used to. And listen, I've learned to have a lot of self-love for myself. But yes, I do make a lot of sacrifices for others. And, you know, while that may be a great thing for humanity, it comes at a price, right? Right now, the sacrifices I've made, you know, are affecting me financially a little bit. I mean, I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. I always do. I've always never had problems with finances. I mean, there was one time in life, the only hiccup I had in life is I filed one bankruptcy. Like, what was it, 14 years ago or so? And I recovered immediately and rebuilt my credit, and my credit's perfect again. But I learned from that, you know. And, you know, one day I'll get more into, you know, what caused me to go into bankruptcy. I was spending a lot more money. I had a lot of credit cards, a lot of available credit. And I'll share more one of these days on one of these walks what really caused it. You know, I'll tell you, like, I've had some depressing moments in my life. Everybody goes through depression, whether they're diagnosed with it clinically or not. I've been through some depressing periods in my life. I've gone through some breakups where the only thing that made me feel good was going out and spending ungodly amounts of money. Right? I'll get more into that another time. I think you know, now has come the time to, you know, really share a lot of the low points I've been through. It's not that I haven't shared any before, but, you know, I've never talked about the depressing times I've had in my life, what drove me there, and what it cost me, and how I recovered from it, right? And I think that's important, because no one's indestructible. Everyone goes through it. Even very successful people like Tony Robbins and Coach Corey Wayne, John Maxwell, many other famous people that have made a lot of money and made it big, they still have moments of depression. Everyone does. It looks a lot brighter on the iPhone than it actually is. I'm putting it to you that way. That's a more accurate depiction of what it looks like. Now look, when I show you from the front camera, look at the difference there. I don't know, that front camera is... These phones have a LiDAR sensor. Maybe the sensor's a little bit out of whack on the front camera. Excuse me. ODN says, looks like you dropped a truth bomb or tooth bomb. What does that mean? Oh, a truth bomb. You mean a truth bomb behind me, huh? I dropped a truth bomb behind me. Is that what you meant, dude? The sunset looks like a nuclear explosion. You put tooth bomb instead of truth bomb. You meant truth bomb. Looks like I dropped a truth bomb behind me. Yeah, no, that's the iPhone, man. The iPhone is making it look. Here's a little more of an accurate depiction right here from the rear camera. Now, if I lift this up or if I'm messing around with the auto exposure. It's amazing what these phones do nowadays, man. It's just amazing. Like, it's getting dark out here. You can still see me. You can hear me. We're live on the air. I would have never dreamed of being able to do this as a little kid. I always loved technology. Yeah, but part of becoming a better person is being honest with yourself. You know, I've heard many people in the past, when I used to do networking events, ODN, TIA, TJM, anyone else that's here, when I used to run in-person networking events all over Northern California, I used to hear people saying the phrase, fake it till you make it. And there was a woman that started coming to some of our events that had just started her own business. She was 10 years younger than me. I was, oh gosh, like 35, 36. She was like 25, 26. And she did a presentation at one of my events at one point called Fake It Till You Make It. I think I may have that event on YouTube. I gotta see if I have that presentation. And everyone, including her, good people, but I used to always somewhat believe in the phrase, fake it till you make it. But now after coming out here on YouTube and dealing with these YouTube streets and the court of public opinion out here on YouTube and social media, but especially on YouTube, right? I no longer believe at all in faking it till you make it. I don't believe in faking it till you make it at all. And I've seen a lot of other creators over the last year or two put out videos saying, hey, when you start off, just be yourself. Make people aware that you're new. Share with them, hey, you know what? I'm here. I love doing this. This is my passion. I'm just starting. I'm going to make mistakes, but I promise if you stick around, we're going to build something great here together, right? I've seen a lot of inspiring videos on YouTube lately in regards to, newer creators just starting out. How do they get started? How do they get supporters and subscribers and stuff like that? And I watch those videos because, my channel, both my channels are still under 10,000 subscribers. 5 years later. Now, the first year and a half was on a different channel that no longer exists, but 5 years later, both my channels are still under 10,000 subscribers, so I still feel I'm at the level of a new YouTuber. So those videos are very inspirational for me to keep moving forward. And to just be more raw and real. Initially when I first started this 6.5 years ago, it's not that I was lying to people or anything. I never lied about anything that I was doing. But I always made an extra special effort to come off overly professional, to come off extremely professional. It took a lot of time and effort to do that. Back then for what, 50 views, 100 views, 200 views. Now we might get a few more views than that today, but not really many more views than that. So what's really changed? Not a whole lot. But I've gotten to the point of where I don't feel the need to overdo it to be professional. And I've also learned nowadays that sometimes less is more professional. When you overdo it, you come off like you're trying to sell somebody something, or you're coming off arrogant, or you're trying to come off like you're better than everyone else, and that's never been the case for me. Look at that background, man. It almost looks like I'm on a movie set, ODN and Tia and TJM and anyone else here. Raleigh, if you're watching this on the replay, check that out. Look at that angle. Hey, broski, I'm hitting that 420 while watching this and I'm tripping out. Thank you, broski. I'll show you all the front camera. Now, it is a little bit darker than it actually is depicting there, but let's see if I can actually turn on the flashlight. Flashlight is on. Let's turn it off. Look at the difference. That's with the flashlight on. That's with the flashlight off. Let's turn on the flashlight for the front camera. So I probably could even walk this trail in the dark, but I would have to keep it on the front camera. Now I do have clip-on lights that run off a battery where you can see my face, so I may start using those if I have to come out later. TJ, I'm so beautiful out there. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. And thank you again earlier for your $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated, man. God bless you. You're in the U.S., right? If so, happy Labor Day to you. You can still see me because the sky back there, the sun is still going down, I guess, behind those mountains. And the sky back there is just bouncing off some light off the iPhone, and you can still see me, along with the low light compensation, the auto exposure. Yup, Oklahoma, right on, bro. Tia says Sandra and I had a super nice talk last night. She is a great lady who tells it like it is. Looking forward to more time with everyone. I would have loved to have been a part of that conversation. But I think you ladies needed to talk alone. It's all good. Hopefully you didn't trash us too much. It's all good. I'm kidding, Tia. Maybe not, but it's all good, right? I'm glad you two connected. It's awesome. Tia's laughing. Yeah. I know Sandra. We're friends, and I will always be her friend. I know how Sandra is. She knows how I am. So it's all good. I care a lot about Sandra, and Dawn does too, but I've known Sandra longer than all of you. I've known Queen and Sandra about the same amount of time, over 5 years now. So there we are. Light on, light off. We got people coming. TS says check your PayPal. Hang on a second. All right, we are back live. We are back. We are back live. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Tia says 1. Tia, thank you very, very much for the $20 PayPal. That's very kind and generous of you. That puts us today to $28.99. Thank you very much, Tia. I'm sorry that I'm not in the usual overly energetic mood. I really want to start trying to tone myself down a little bit. I mean, I'm always going to have that energy, don't get me wrong, at times, but I'm really more so in the zone when I'm cool, calm, and collected like this, you know? I really appreciate that, Tia, and I'll let Dawn know. And Dawn's probably going to chastise you because she feels really guilty about your donations and ODNs because they've been so consistent. But thank you. We really appreciate it. Tia says, you're welcome. I didn't know if it went through. Yeah, so, yeah, I have a different link for my PayPal right now because PayPal is changing some things over and I can't change the link. It's kind of a long story. So, yeah, you send it to the right place. You send it to the right place. A beautiful night. Thank you again, Tia. Thank you so much. Don and I are just really super proud of you. We're super proud of the fact that you're a fighter like Don and you don't give up. You know, we don't give up on people here at the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short. I'm using the front light of the iPhone right now. It's so cool since the YouTube live streaming app allowed you to start using it. It allows you to turn it on. It really does make a bit of a difference. Like especially here, if I go up on this sign, like you can see it. Here's a great example. Turn off the light, turn on the light. I mean, that's whoever thought we'd be walking around with these things called a smartphone and basically running our own television station. Pretty much that's what we're doing out here on YouTube and the internet. Oh, man. Becoming a better person starts within you, folks. It starts within you. It starts with how you see yourself. It starts with self-love, self-respect, self-appreciation. It also starts with you having the mindset that when you give to give and not give to get. It's another thing that Don and I were talking about earlier today. Because her and I have always had the same problem. We always give to give, not give to get. And it's not a problem. It's actually a very noble and good thing. It's called the law of reciprocity. The more that you put out, the more will come back to you down the road. It won't come back to you right away. But like the saying goes, when you sow a seed, you reap a harvest, right? How many of you have heard that phrase? When you sow a seed, you reap a harvest, right? A lot of people in this world like to shortcut things, right? They don't want to sow a seed and wait for it to grow, which takes time. Sowing a seed takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It could take many, 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 many months or years to grow. Now, seeds typically don't take years to grow, but it's a figure of speech saying whatever you're trying to grow, you have to sow, and it might take years before you reap that harvest or start reaping that harvest. I have heard that, says Tia. You are so right. Are you talking about when you say I'm right? Are you specifically talking about when you sow a seed, you reap a harvest? Is that what you're saying? Things don't happen overnight. They don't. Self-love and respect. No, that's what it is. Kelsey, are you trolling in here? Why would you come in here and say I think Tia donated to Eli's Cash App or something? What? Were you trying to send a private message to somebody behind the scenes and instead you typed in my chat? Was that a little slip up there? Because what you said makes no sense. I thought she did. Excuse me. I didn't mean to seem like I was trolling. Well, whether you were trying or not, it comes off that way. Oh, go ahead and ban them. They're definitely if they were only created 7 minutes ago, they're trolling. Get rid of them, Tia. Go back and put them to hidden. Hide users from channel. You could do the honors before we go off the air. Created 7 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off like I was trolling, yet I just created this account 7 minutes ago. I've been watching you for a while. I just don't want to get in trouble for commenting. Who's gonna get in? Okay, hold on, Tia. Hold on a second. Unhide user. Let me before we hide them again. I'm gonna unhide them. Let me ask you a question, Kelsey. Get in trouble by who? So you want to come in on a different account? You could be trolling. This could be just to get a reaction. I don't care. I'm about to go off the air anyway. But you don't want to get in trouble for commenting by who? Who owns you? Are you your own entity? Who on this platform owns you and tells you that you cannot go to Eli's chat? Please answer that. No, I'm serious. Do you think I want to be ridiculed and dragged by who? By who, ma'am? Ma'am. Ma'am, I'm messing with you because it's ridiculous. Because either you are trolling, either you're reverse trolling using reverse psychology, or you really are scared for no reason. By who do you think? I don't know. You tell me. I have no clue who you're talking about, ma'am. Why don't you tell me? Of course it's a troll. Well, now you're going to go. Have a nice day. I'll do the honors myself. Tia, thank you so much for your $20 super chat. TJM, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. And ODN, thank you for your two $2.99 super chats. For a total of $28.99 here today. Actually, one was a $2.99 and one was a $2. Sorry. Thank you, brother. Folks, tomorrow I'm going to try to do two shows. One on the main channel, GNA, Genuine Personal Development, and then a walk here on GNA2, Genuine Live Personal Development. With that being said, Tia's like, man, what a great way to end the night, huh? You get to deal with me, Tia. Tia, I hope I'm worth it, Tia. I don't know what to tell you about that. But we keep it real here, and we're good people, but we have some entertaining moments at times too, right? I don't want to get ridiculed. I don't want to get ridiculed and attacked. So I'm hiding. Well, who the fuck are you hiding from? Who do you think? I don't know. You tell me. You know. Of course I fucking know. I don't give a shit. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye now.